Hello, money magnets and master traders. It's your Uncle Charters. The last couple of days, I have to say, so far this week, the price action has been pretty nice. They managed to recapture a critical level yesterday. We had a late day rally. Today, we came just shy of retesting the 20 daily moving average before we found selling pressure. Now, keep in mind this moving average is ever changing, so it'll likely slope down tomorrow, so it will look like a back test of the 20 daily moving average. So I have to say, based on the 20 daily moving average in this context, it's still looking overall bearish to me. In today's video, I'm going to give us the levels and setups to watch out for to see if we'll get some bearish follow through, or if the market makers decide to make SPY bullish, again, the levels to watch, the context, the scenarios to watch out for in case it starts getting bullish. But before I give you guys the levels and setups, I got to explain real quick on how do we use the levels. Looking at yesterday's price action, it was truly a blessing. And you can see we had a breakdown of my 666 level, a breakdown of my 664.7 level, and it hit my 663 level before it gave us this beautiful bounce, recapturing 664.7 and 666. I used the 15-minute chart to confirm when a level's been broken down or broken out. You don't have to use the 15-minute chart to enter, but I do use it to confirm. And I use that levels and update my Discord members. 666 cleared. This was yesterday. 666 cleared. Put in 667.5 in play. And I put 667.5 cleared. Put in 669 in play. We play it level to level. And that's when we had the 666 clearing. This is when we had the 667.5 clearing. And it just continued upwards. My most proudest setup, my most proudest call out yesterday was the one we had in the afternoon. This is when I wrote 669 recaptured, put in 671 back in play. Holy moly donut shop. That was this one right here. We recaptured and cleared my 669 level, because once it hit 671, what happened? We had this squeeze at the end of the day. So if you followed Uncle Charters' plan, played the recapture of 669, took most profits around 671, and left a runner, you always want to leave a runner, you should have caught this beautiful pop to the upside. So we trade unbiasedly intraday. But looking at the context on the daily chart, it's still looking overall bearish to me, at least for right now. It could always change, which is why I like to give the bull case scenario and the bear case scenario. So let's start off with the bear case, and then we'll move on to the bull case. Bear case is pretty straightforward. I had a critical level around 675.7. That level was recaptured yesterday. Today, that same level, or around the same area, was turned into a buy zone once again. So if this retest, near retest of the 20 daily moving average is to show some bearish follow through, that is the level you want to see break down tomorrow. If it does, enter puts, get bearish. We're likely dropping a lot lower. For me to be bullish though, 679.6, 683, and the fib level at 684.7 must recapture. Those are my resistant levels, and getting above 684.7 would make me bullish. Not only is that a fib level, but clearing that fib level will get the price back above the 20 daily moving average, because I'm using that moving average to gauge the chart on whether to be bullish or bearish or not. And since we are still below it, I'm still overall bearish. So getting back above 684.7 is when I would switch back to being bullish, and I would favor going back to all-time highs or close to it. But like I said, if we lose 675.7 and to puts, again, I'm not here to predict or force my will upon the market. I'm here to follow the price action, and my trading plan and principle is simple, and that is to know the levels and know the setups beforehand and trade it unbiasedly in real time. Here is Triple Q. Didn't quite get the breakout, very close. Tomorrow, 607 will be the equilibrium level on whether to be bullish or bearish or not. If we're above 607, stay bullish. Clearing 608.5 and clearing 610, clearing 613.3 would be your bullish follow through. But if we're below 607, get bearish. We are not in breakout mode yet. Above it is breakout mode, but below it, we are still within the structure. And there's a chance we could head down to lower lows. Breaking down 605.5, 604, and 600 will be your bearish follow through. NVDA finally cleared that 183 level. Multiple times that 183 level prevented NVDA from more upside. Today we had the first breakout in a little while, and it back tested the 50 daily moving average. So for tomorrow, 183 must hold as support, and if there's bullish follow through, 186 and 189 must clear to send us back to all-time highs. But if we break back below 183 tomorrow, that will be a false breakout setup and your price action reason to get bearish. So be open to either case scenario. Tesla rejected, found selling pressure from this green downtrend line, so it's still not bullish to me. Breaking down 398 tomorrow will be your bullish, your bearish follow through, and we should retest the 200 daily moving average, which is around 392.7-ish. And then we're looking at some fib levels at 387.5. Those levels will be in play if we can break down 398 tomorrow. The only way I'd be bullish is if 400 and 402 clears. That would put Tesla in breakout mode. Of course, clearing 406, 410, and 412 would be bullish follow through. Amazon avoided a breakdown of the 211 level, showing some buying pressure there. I still stick by what I said last time. I will not get bearish unless we break back below 211, because if we do, I'm expecting at least a $10 to $20 move, anything in that range, back to the downside. If we are to remain bullish, it must stay above 211, but bullish follow through, we must clear 216, 220, and 221.3. Those levels cleared, that's your bullish follow through. Meta had a doji. It still failed to recapture that 50 daily moving average, but we got a choppy candle here. I would watch for the break of the range. As far as being bearish goes, supports at 653, 651, and 649. Those levels fail, expect a lot more downside. What the bulls want to see is a recapture of the 50 daily moving average. So it needs to get above 656. It needs to clear 659 and 660.5 for me to be bullish once again on Meta. Add those levels to your chart. Now here is Microsoft. Yesterday we cleared the 408 fib level. Today we broke it back down. That's technically a false breakout. So 408 will be the level to watch tomorrow. If you want to get bullish, 408, 410, and 411.7 must clear. At the minimum, 408 must recapture. Otherwise, below it, I'll remain bearish. Breakdown of 404.3, 403, 401, and 399. Those are the support levels you want to watch. We lose those levels, expect a lot more downside. Here is Apple trying to go for a bounce and ran into the 262 level. That's a fib level. So if we want some more upside, 262 must clear to put 265 and 266.5 back in play. That is a fib level, but also right around where the triangle pattern is. So getting above 266.5 would be a big win for the bulls. If 262 truly rejects, I need to see support levels fail 260.5, 259, and 257.7 are those support levels. If they fail, remain bearish. IWM failed to recapture the 255 level. They got really close today, but at the end of the day, they failed. 253 and 251.7 must fail tomorrow as support. They didn't do much today, but if they fail tomorrow, expect a lot more downside. I still cannot get bullish on IWM unless it gives me price action reasons to do that. And it have to recapture 255 and 258 for me to lean with the bulls again. Otherwise, I'm still bearish. And here is the VIX. Still looking good to me. It's still up. Volatility is up. Fear is still up. Emotions are still running wild. Maybe it's due with the war or something. I don't know. I just pay attention to the charts. No distraction here on Uncle Charter's side. 25.5 and 27 are still resistant levels. If they clear, expect more downside. 23, 21.7, and 20 are support levels. To truly get bearish again on VIX, price needs to get back below 20. And before I let you guys go, here's the DarkPool level. Most of it came around 676.98 at 1.6 billion, and literally 1 cent shorter than that, lower than that. 676.97, 750.1 million. So if you combine those, that's pretty much over 2 billion in premium. Add that level to your charts, 676.98. Above it, we get bullish. Below it, we remain bearish. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more content from Uncle Charters, join the Discord. Let's kick the market makers' ass together. Peace.